Everybody is muted. Get me my view back, and we will get things going. All right, get my computer going. All right. And as always, hopefully you have your water and your towel, because I'm sure you are definitely going to be sweating for this. Get your shoes all figured out. So I was riding with one of our friends last weekend who ended up getting a new pair of shoes, and they had a little different of a attachment on them. You know, the ratchet was a little different than what he was used to. And probably halfway through our ride, he's like, I gotta stop, I gotta stop, I gotta stop. We were like, what? He's like, oh, my feet are just killing me. I'm getting like this burning sensation down the side of my foot. Well, sometimes what happens is for that ratchet, either it's a ratchet where you're turning it, or it's a ratchet where you're actually picking it up. You need to make sure that you're not ratcheting that too tight. So right on that part of your foot, which is the part that goes across the top of your foot, you have some nerve endings at the top there. And if you ratchet that too tight, over time, it's going to make it feel like your foot's burning, and it's going to have this a residual pain that goes underneath the bottom of your foot, kind of into your arch. So really pay attention to, like, you'll know when you're ratcheting your shoe on, if you have that type of shoe. Don't go too far. Go a little light just to start. Get pedaling. And then once you get pedaling, if you feel like you need a click or two, then just do that. Don't click it more than once or twice, just to make sure. Your shoes should be tight, but they shouldn't be sucking the life out of your feet, basically. So you want to have control in the shoe. And part of the reason for having a cycling shoe is the sole of the shoe is super stiff. So by having that stiff sole, it helps transfer power into the pedals so that you can then go faster, ride longer. If you have a real flexy shoe, if you're using like a tennis shoe and you're not using clipless, you might feel it in your feet as a result. So it's another reason to have clipless pedals. Sometimes new people say to me, why are they called clipless pedals? Well, back in the olden days, you used to have what's called the toe strap. And the toe strap came over your foot like this and had a clip that pulled like a strap on the side that made it tight. Well, when they got rid of the cage and they went to this, that's where the word clipless came from, because you no longer have that cage with the clip to hold your foot in. When I first got my first fancy bike, it had what was back then the original version of kind of a clipless system, but not really. It was a cage. The pedal actually had a little raised kind of bar in the middle of it, and the shoe actually had a channel in the bottom, and the shoe would fit right on that little edge, and the cage came across the front. So that kind of held you in place so your foot wouldn't move. And then I think that Look was actually the first company to initiate the clipless system. So it's been around probably since the 80s, around 84 exactly, somewhere in the mid 80s, the clipless system came about. So it was a good system. There's lots of different models now to choose from. So I know most of you already use that type of pedal system. Yep, I think everybody does actually. All right, so tonight I called this one standing, seated, steady. Because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to do some standing efforts, some seated efforts, and then finish with some steady efforts at the end. So hopefully you brought some good strong legs tonight. We're going to start off a little differently tonight. It might feel the same, but it's going to be in a different gear. We're going to start off with our normal 5 minutes of 30 seconds hard. The 30 seconds is next going to be standing. So I want you to be in your small ring and your 19. So remember where you're going. You have 25 at the top, 23, 21, 19. So 3 gears down. 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Give me everything you got. When this 30 seconds is over, you're going to shift to your big ring and you're going to stand up. Make sure you have your water, towel. I'm sure you turned your fan on by now. Up to your big ring, standing up. A little easier gear than you might like. Find that right place. Not too far forward with your hips. Up nice and tall. Sitting back down. Back down to your small ring. Keep the cadence high. And give us a good warm up. We're going to sweat tonight. Back up to that big ring. Standing up. Find that good casual climbing position. Heads are up. Arms have a little flex in them. Sitting back down, small ring. Try to keep that cadence between 85 and 90. This is the warm-up. No easy parts to this. Back to the big ring. Stand it up. Don't let the feet drop to the bottom. Oh no, looks like a tough workout for tomorrow. Sitting back down to your small ring. So Randy puts his workouts on this whiteboard every day. I'll read in the break what he's going to do.
Oh, it's upside down.
Is it?
No, it's just back.
Big ring. Stand it up. Almost to the 4th minute. Feel yourself get tall in your hips. Sitting back down to your small ring. Last minute. I'm sure everybody's starting to sweat now. Holding that good cadence here. Just think about that cold shower you're going to take after this workout. Up to the big ring. Last time standing for this effort. Find that comfortable standing place. And also think about, are you pedaling it evenly? Three, two, small ring, easy gear, spinning it easy. Take a drink, towel off. All right, so if you want to do the burpee class tomorrow, it's going to go 5 burpees and 5 push-ups twice. Then you're going to do 10 squat thrusts with a burpee and 10 iron what? Iron Wolf 1 pump burpee, whatever that is. 4 minutes of abs. Then you're going to do 30 Iron Wolf 1 pump burpees. 4 more minutes of abs. Then you're going to do that first set all over again. Oh gosh. He's going to do an example. 10 high knees. 30 1 pump burpees. And finish with 4 minutes of abs. Woo, I'm tired just reading that. That's crazy. That's just crazy talk. All right, and he gets anywhere from 5 to 15 people doing these classes. So he got a nice following for sure. And these are all employees of BD, which is Beck and Dickinson in Franklin Lakes. They have 2 fitness centers in their corporate facilities. All right, so here's how this is going to go. First set, we're doing 5 sets of 3 1-minute efforts. So the first one's going to be 1 minute standing, 1 minute nice and even, and then 1 minute standing for 10 seconds and seated for 50 seconds. Here's the trick. On that last standing one, the gear is going to be easier than you like. So you're not going to like that 10 seconds very much. Then you're going to get a minute in between. So the first set, you're going to start in your big ring and your 13. Go ahead and go there. Big ring, 13. So if you have a 12 all the way at the bottom, you can go there and shift up 1. 1 minute standing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Just get into this. Get comfortable. Find that place where you feel balanced. That's what we're looking for. Not sticking your neck out too much. Just getting your head nice in a comfortable place. Shoulders holding you up. But really your body being on top of the pedals is what's going to hold you up. When I say to sit down, you're going to shift up to your 19. You're going to get into a nice rhythm. 80 to 90. 3, 2, 1. If you have to go to the top and shift down, 3, that's fine. Bring your cadence up. Sorry, more like 70 to 80. 1 minute here. Nice and steady. Might feel the heart rate come down a little. That's okay. In 15 seconds, you're going to shift to your 23. When I count it down, give me 10 seconds standing. 3, 2, 1. One swipe should get you there. 10 seconds. Come on. Almost like a sprint. Find your balance. Sit back down. Hold the highest cadence you can. 80 to 90. Maybe even 95. Once you do this first one, you'll get the rhythm. Get that cadence high. I'm at 90. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Down to your small ring. Nice easy gear. 1 minute easy. Take a drink. 1 down. 4 more sets like that. In the middle part of that, just settle into that middle minute. So you can kind of let the heart rate come down just a little bit. Then that 10 seconds in that super easy gear is more like a sprint. So if you want to work on being in your drops, we're going to mix it up. So this next one will be in the drops for it. And I want you to stick with those gears. Don't make any changes. Let's keep them where they are. All right, big ring. 13. 3, 2, 1. Standing for a minute. Find your place. Almost as if you're feeling the balance, you can almost take your hands off the bars. If your butt's balanced enough. If you're too far forward, it's not going to happen. Obviously, it's going to be tough to say, look, Mom, no hands when you're standing up. Remember, next, you're going to go up to your 19 and settle in. 70 to 80. 3, 2, 1. If you swipe 3 gears, you should be where you want to be. Nice steady effort. 30 more seconds. Think about form. We'll bend in those elbows. Feel using that core. Next, you're going to swipe 3 gears to your 23. 1, 2, 3. Down in your drops. Go. 10 seconds. Out of the saddle. 3, 2. Sitting back down. Holding that cadence. Keeping it high. Try to get to 90. Fast leg speed. Woo. Had to turn your fan up. Ten more seconds. Hold that cadence. 3, 2, 1. Small ring. Nice easy gear. Towel off. Take a drink. 2 down. I don't have Shannon here tonight to help me keep count. She's my counter. All right, you got the rhythm down now. That last 10-second, remember, it's out of the saddle. It's like a sprint. We're starting with that minute up. Find that big ring. Down to that 13. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Make it feel like you're climbing some hill around your house that you've gotten as your hill repeat road. So I want you to feel your tailbone in so you're not sticking your butt out behind you. Remember, when we sit down, you're going to go to your 19. There should be a good swipe to that shifter. Sitting down. Bringing that cadence up. See if you can get to 70. Hold it there nice and steady. Our 10 seconds to come. It's going to be in the drops. I'm sorry, in the hoods. In the hood. 15. Another swipe of those gears. In your hoods. 10 seconds, go out of the saddle. Sitting back down. Keeping that high cadence. Try to get to 90. Hold on to it. Because heart rate is going to stay kind of high. Almost on the back side of these. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Easy gear, small ring. 1 minute easy. Towel off again. So if you've hydrated before you came here tonight, you did the right thing, because tonight you're going to sweat more probably than any other night, just because there's so much humidity in the air. And if you don't have air conditioning in your house, you're going to be a lot hotter. All right, 3 down, 2 to go. You got the pattern now. All right, find that big ring. Find that 13. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Only 2 more of these to go. Looking good. You guys have gotten so much better standing up. Thirty more seconds. Feel the power of that climbing. 3, 2, sitting down, swiping up to that 19, getting the cadence up to 70 or 80. I'm sticking right at 70. Settle into this. Your metrics should look exactly the same for all of these. 10-second sprint out of the saddles in your hoods. Shifting up. Go. 10 seconds. Out of the saddle. Come on. Sitting back down. Holding that high cadence. Get to 90. I'm right at 90. Thirty more seconds. Feeling the strength. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Easy gear. Woohoo! Almost to the last one. Get a drink. Towel off if you need it. Get ready for the last one. You know the motto here. Make the last one the best one. Allow yourself some recovery here. Feel the heart rate come down a little. Just let this leg spin at whatever feels good to you. All right, we're almost there. Back to that big ring. Back down to that 13. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Standing up. 1 minute here. Let's go. Your body might be really nice and warmed up now. You might be feeling good on this one. 30 seconds to go. Hold that core in. Gonna shift to your 19 when you sit down. 3, 2, 1. A swipe, and maybe 1. Bring that cadence up. 70 to 80. 1 minute solid. Feel the upward part of the stroke. Don't forget to use those cleats for what they're made for. Let your legs be light. We're down in the drops for our 10-second sprint. Up to your 23. Down the drops, go. Come on. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, sit back down. Hold that cadence high. At least 90. For the full minute. 30 seconds to go on this last one. Ten. Almost there. Don't let it drop. 3, 2, 1. Small ring. Easy gear. Woo! Towel off. Take a drink. Couple of minutes easy. I told you this was going to be a sweater. Could you imagine wearing a sweater right now? That would be no good. I think we would all just faint and fall off our bikes. This is also good heat training. See how much your body can manage. But it's also a good way to see how your body may not work very efficiently when you're hot. So, understanding how to keep the body cool. If you need to, zip down your dipper on your jersey. If you're somewhere where you have access to water on a regular basis, just a little tiny squirt on your neck helps to cool the body down. Or if you pour water on your wrists, that will also cool your body down. And then the old racing trick. If the legs are feeling really dead and you have some nice cold water, if you squirt water on your thighs, it will actually kind of give them a little spark. So it's a good thing to do if you're really feeling like your legs are really dead. Even not so cold water, it'll work too. Just having that water run over the legs changes the way they think. All right, so here's how this next one's gonna go. We're doing 3 solid minutes, 3 different things, but the gearing is gonna stay the same. So the first one, 1 minute standing, 1 minute seated, 1 minute standing. Second one, 3 minutes steady at 80 to 90. Last one, a 10-second sprint, 50 seconds on, 10-second sprint, 50 seconds on, 10-second sprint, 50 seconds. Now the difference between this is you're going to get 1 minute in between each of those as a recovery. So it'll give you a little bit of time to recover. So the first one, big ring, 13, should know the gears by now. You're going to stand up for that first minute. 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Just find that groove. If you're feeling like you're not so comfortable here, maybe change where your hips are. Maybe change where your feet are. Not you can move them, but if you move your hips, changes your feet a little bit. Get tall from your core. There you go. In 15, you're going to sit, stay in that same gear. 3, 2, 1, stay seated. Hands are on your deck. Nice and comfortable. Wiggle in those fingers. Let it open up your chest by the position of your hands. Your cadence might be about 50, 60. That's okay. 30 more seconds here. Then we're going to stand up for that last minute. Little bend in your elbows. Tall in your torso. 3, 2, stand it up. Last minute. Keep the hips nice and steady. Thirty seconds to go. $15. Almost to the last couple minutes of this gear. 3, 2, sitting down, easy gear. Woo! 1 minute easy. Get a drink. Let the legs recover. You don't have to pedal super hard here. Just pedal so you're feeling some recovery. That's the key to the in-betweens. So the next one's going to be 3 solid minutes in your big ring 19. All I want you to do, hold that cadence between 70 and 80. All right, find that gear. Big ring, 19. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go right in the middle of this one. I'm gonna go 75. So if you're following me, that's where I'm gonna be. Find yourself getting really consistent here. Keeping the legs moving. You might be at the top of zone 3, bottom of zone 4. If you're watching your watch or power. We lost Maria. Now she's back. I was wondering who popped off. I saw somebody leave. Welcome back, Maria. Big ring, 19, nice and steady, 70 to 80. Halfway in to the 3 minutes. Keep doing that check. Do I have a bend in my elbows? Is my weight in the saddle and not on my hands? Am I using my feet properly? Nice and level? Am I sitting up by using my core? This is good. Nice steady effort. Standing, sitting, steady. That's the title of this one. That's what we're doing. "15 seconds ago. Three, 2, 1. Small ring. Easy gear. Should be getting close to the bottom of your water bottle. You might even have 2 bottles today, which would be a good idea based on the amount of sweating we're doing. Now you remember what the last one is. You don't have to go there yet, but we're looking at big ring 23, 10 seconds sprinting out of the saddle. Try to get as nice of a heavy, nice as a strong leg speed as you can. Then 50 seconds, trying to hold that cadence above 90. So it's not too heavy of a gear, it's just enough. But those 10-second sprints are a little tough. All right, so find that big ring. Down to that 23. First one is going to be in the hoods. Out of the saddle, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on. Push, 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 push. Sit back down. Steady into that cadence. I'm right at 90. Actually, 92. Hold it steady. This one, the heart rate's going to jack. First, because you jacked it up in the sprint. Then you kept the cadence high. Next one's in the drops. Down in your drops. 3, 2, going for it. Come on. Legs are burning. Sitting back down. Keeping the cadence high. Woo! That one killed. +90. 30 seconds. Then we're into the last minute. Last one will be in your hoods. Getting ready. 3, 2, 10 seconds out of the saddle. Let's go. Last one. Sitting back down. Finishing it up. Keeping that cadence high. $25 to go. Don't let the cadence drop. Keep your head in the game. $10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Nice, easy gear.
Good job, guys.
Really good job. Woo! That was a good one. All right, just spin the legs easy. Then we're going to do one last little, get the legs open back up again. If you're feeling that burning sensation, then you did it right. So allow the legs to spin till you don't feel that anymore. We're going to go another minute. So on Sunday, Randy and I went up to Gardner to do some gravel riding. And I didn't know I was getting myself into, because I never know what I'm getting myself into. So we got on this trail that we had been on once before, and the purple trail went up at like 20% at one point. And we're on gravel. So he said, oh, we're not going to go up purple this time. We're going to just climb up this other road. We should be okay. It shouldn't be too steep. Well, we ended up doing 50 miles with 4,200 feet of climbing, and we hit a section that was like 21% grade. So I guess it builds character. But we survived. We both made it. Good training for next year for Dirty Kanza. All right, last one. Just a couple of little get your legs fast. I like to finish fast. So I want you to shift down one harder gear than where you are right now. You should be in your easiest gear possible. We're going to do 15 seconds. Pick the cadence up, but not like a sprint, just enough that you're getting leg speed. 3, 2, 1. Just pick it up. Maybe you're around 100, 95 to 100. Just enough to feel the legs spinning. Now bring it down to 90. Let it spin at 90. I hope everybody got a chance to get out last week, and it was nice. We got in 2 days of riding, which was good. One of our friends' girlfriend got a gravel bike, so we took her to the Columbia Trail, which is a perfect place for somebody who's just learning to ride gravel. All right, pick that cadence up again. Bring it to 100. Not a hard 100, but a light 100. Three, 2, bring it down to 90. Hold it there. So the Columbia Trail is a nice trail. You can get in about 15 miles in one direction. And if you turn around and just go back, it's about the same. Super flat, and it's all gravel. So you're not on the road at all, which is nice for somebody just learning how to use their bike. We did get on the road a little bit. I want you now to spin the legs these last couple of minutes just to start bringing that heart rate down. So bring the effort level down, bring the cadence down, even change your gearing back to that easier gear. Finish up what's in your bottle. And tonight especially, really get right to your recovery immediately following this workout. And you may want to, if you feel like you're a little dehydrated, drink another bottle of water. I know you'll probably be up during the night going to the bathroom, but it's good to get your body rehydrated. So I'll give you that poor man's recovery shake ingredients again, if you have any of them in your house. So it's a banana, some Greek yogurt, a big giant spoonful, some almond milk. We put chia seeds and some coconut for a little bit of fat. If you want to add some fat, put it in half an avocado. I also put spinach in mine so I can get that extra iron. And Randy likes to put some nut butter in his, because he actually uses a chocolate flavored recovery mix. But if you don't have a mix, the Greek yogurt will serve as that mix. You put a couple of ice cubes in there, it makes it nice and cold. Little trick that we do in our house is we take old bananas, cut them up, put them on a cookie sheet and let them freeze. And then we throw the frozen bananas in, which helps to kind of thicken up the shake a little bit. So those are good things. I would avoid, just because because there's been some recent studies about this. Any kind of antioxidants in that shake, any berries, just because there seems to be some research indicating that it may not help recovery, but block the recovery a little bit. And then, of course, remember, guys, that shake is not your meal replacement. You then need to eat some dinner, too, because you need those calories that you've just burned. But don't overeat, obviously. All right, that was a really good one. That was a sweater for sure. All right, I am going to stop all of my apparatuses and open up the phone lines. Great work, guys. Really good.